All right, Jason, thank you very much. Now on your feet at 4. The drive to Buffalo from Cleveland is right around 4 hours, and we know many Browns fans planned on making that trip from here to Buffalo for Sunday's game against the Bills. That game, of course, has now been moved to Detroit, which is actually a break for Browns fans because it's a closer drive, about 2.5 hours from Cleveland. Are more fans planning on going, though? Neil Fisher has been working that angle of the story all day. He joins us now. Neil, good afternoon to you. What did you find out?
Hey, good afternoon, Jay. You know that Browns fans are some of the best in the league. Well, they show up in conditions like this right now in downtown Cleveland when it's windy and when it's cold. So you bet that they're going to travel to Detroit this weekend to see their Browns play against one of the better teams in the NFL, the Buffalo Bills. I spoke with a few fans earlier today. They tell me that they will show up to Detroit, but they planned a trip to Buffalo months ago. As we know, Buffalo expected to have 3 to 4 or more feet of snow by Sunday, so the plans have changed. That means a road trip west to Detroit.
I think a lot of Buffalo fans have already made the trip as soon as they announced what was happening. So I think it could be a pretty split crowd.
The Buffalo Bills sent these pictures out earlier today on Twitter inside Highmark Stadium, where that game was going to be played. And you can see the snow is piling up already. The fans I spoke with told me that they already got refunded their tickets. They bought them on StubHub for that game in Buffalo. They already got the refund, and now they will wait and see if they can get tickets to that game in Detroit at Ford Field. Jay?
Yeah, it is going to be a waiting game. Neil, for Bills fans that want to drive to Buffalo, from Buffalo to Detroit, they actually have 2 potential routes, don't they?
Yeah, so you can either go through Pennsylvania, Ohio, and then up to Michigan, or you could go through Canada. The quicker route right now is actually through Canada south to Detroit. Very interesting. I didn't even know that was a possibility for those Buffalo fans, but if they made it out of there, there could be a ton of fans in Detroit this weekend for this game. Of course, it's inside a dome, so it could be a good one.
Yeah, and I'm sure a lot of them are going to make the trip. Neil Fisher live for us tonight outside of First Energy. Now, talking about tickets, it's always an issue. It's interesting how the NFL is making them available for this game. They went on sale to season ticket holders at 2 o'clock today. Not Browns season ticket holders, Bills season ticket holders. The other tickets are going to go on sale at 5. And what you're looking at here is the Bills Mafia. That's how they like to celebrate getting ready for games. At their tailgate parties, they jump off RVs and smash into tables.
What?
Yeah, it's nuts. The Lions actually tweeted out to the Bills, lock it up when you're done. Here's the tweet right here. It basically says, important numbers are by the phone. Lock up when you leave, and please don't break the tables.
I mean,
that's what that's in reference to. This is what they do, Bets. They're nuts. They jump off RVs and smash tables. They're called the Bills Mafia.
I just kind of stymied on that one.
Yeah.
I'm assuming there's no alcohol involved whatsoever.
No, none
of
at all. Coming up at 4:30, we're going to have more details on how you can try to get tickets. There's a little loophole that I'm going to tell Browns fans about that they will give them a much better chance to score tickets for Detroit. That's coming up at 4:30.
Yeah, remember the heaviest snow is hitting Buffalo south of the city, and there are a lot of Bills fans that live not only on the north side of Buffalo, but also north and east. So there are still fans that will be able to get out of town. And yes, going through Canada, the foreign country there, probably a much better choice than trying to come down on 90 because it's going to be really rough all the way through Cleveland.